Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Right Turn to Canada. I hope all you guys are doing great. We are also doing great here, and this video is going to be about my experience as a working mom in Canada.
You turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie.
As I was heading to the office this morning, as you can see, I'm all ready and I'll just be heading to my office after this. And it was a total chaos and mayhem in the house. So it struck my mind that it would be good to share what is my typical day as a working mother here in Canada. I initially decided to make this video with the perspective of being a working mom, but then I actually realized it's not just the mom who does everything or who can do everything on her own. It's actually about being a working parent when both of you are working and you have small kids. So this video is going to be about not just the working moms, but also for the very hard-working and cooperating working dads who do equal amount of hard work to achieve a proper work-life balance. I would start firstly with what kind of jobs I am doing at present. So I'm trying to juggle between 4 different kinds of jobs at this point of time. The one is my job as the mortgage professional in the mortgage industry that I'm doing. Second is a sales job in a company that I'm doing for almost 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days in a week, and that is pretty hectic, but I'm really having a good time. The third job that I'm doing is to create the YouTube content on a regular basis that I have to struggle really hard to find time to create, but I really do have a very good time talking to you guys and creating content for you. So I enjoy it. That is why I try to take time out of my routine for that. And fourth is the ever constant job of raising a 2.5-year-old kid. So our typical day here starts at around 6:30 a.m. in the morning and ends around 11:30 p.m. in the night, and we're pretty much working every single minute during this time. It can be any of these 4 jobs that we are trying to manage in that particular time. The sales job that I have right now is 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week, depending upon what kind of week I have. And then I have 2 different shifts. That's one is about 10 to 9:30 or 10 to 9, and the other one is from 1 to 9:30. So the days that I'm working 10 to 9, I pretty much spend all my day in the office, and Rohan is taking care of Asmara and all the household work that there is. He tries to manage it with his own work. I would share the routine that I have on the days I have to go at 1, because that's actually the day where I have some time to do other things. So on the days I leave at 1, I get up at around 6:30 a.m. and prepare breakfast for Rohan, and Asmara usually has her breakfast in the daycare because she likes it over there. So I just get her ready for the daycare, and Rohan also gets ready and leaves the house at around 8:30 a.m. in the morning. It's around that time that I prepare both lunch and breakfast for the day. These days are also the days when I create content for my YouTube video, and I also try to edit or shoot my video on these days. So at around 11 I start getting ready for the office, and I head to the office by 12. So 1 to 9:30 is a typical day in the office. So most of my day really goes in the office, and I come home by 10. And we have dinner after that. Asmara has already had dinner, and Asmara usually sleeps while Rohan comes to pick me up from the office, so she sleeps in the car by that time. And we have dinner at 10, and just finishing up all the household chores, our day ends at 11 or 11:30. So I plan my week in advance in such a way that on the days that I have off from this sales job, I try to devote that time to my mortgage profession as well as to YouTube. So on my days off, I go to my other office and meet my clients for the mortgage business. I have scheduled meetings on those days. Whatever is that it needs for the mortgage business, I try to do on those 3 days. And I also try to create some video content for YouTube and edit and create my videos on these off days as well. At this point of time, I'm trying to put equal emphasis on both my mortgage business as well as my sales business, because I don't want to compromise on any of them. So I try to balance as much as I can, but when I'm not there for my mortgage business, then Rohan is very supportive in my profession as well, because he's also in the mortgage and the real estate business as well. So he takes care of my clients. So we are trying to balance on both the home and the professional front together. So this is pretty much a typical day in our lives according to our present schedule. Now I would try to discuss with you guys that how difficult it is as a working parent here, because you're all by yourself, and also what you can do to really overcome those difficulties and make everything enjoyable and a fruitful experience. So the first major issue that every one of us has is that how can we leave our beautiful young kids with someone else, because we're always constantly worried that how we'll take care of them. So for this thing, I would say that whenever you come here, just try to look as much as you can for a good daycare, because it is definitely going to be hard to find a spot in the daycare that you like. Sometimes you would like a daycare, you would not find a spot. Sometimes there would be a vacancy, you would not like one or the other aspect of it, so it would take some time. So if you're coming here and both of you are planning to work, do give some time to look for a daycare that you really like. And trust me guys, don't hesitate to send your kids to the daycare. They are not as unsafe as you hear in many rumors. I'm sure that not 100% all of them are great, and not 100% all of them are really bad. You just have to find the right one for you and your kid. So that will take time. The second major thing that most of us coming especially from India face is that you have to do all the household work by yourself. So you feel that who's going to do all that work if you're going to go to office. Now if you look around, everyone here who's working or not working is doing it by themselves, and it's just about what kind of system that you set for yourself, what kind of scheduling you do. If everyone else is able to do it, you will be able to do it as well. So don't be scared. A tip here is schedule your week in advance. I would highly recommend it for both the parents, especially if you have young kids. Do have a planner kind of thing and try to prioritize the things that you have to do in your week on the basis of how important and urgent they are, and some things that can be avoided or can be done later. So planning is the key. And another key here is that both of you have to put in effort to maintain your house as well as your profession. It's not going to work if it's just the lady of the house who's working. So all the dads and all the husbands out there, if you want that both of you should be working and there should be a career growth for both of you, then you have to support your wives. And I'm not saying that you don't do it. Most of the males are often not given enough credit of how much support they try to give their family, but this is, trust me, very very important here. When I'm not around, I am totally tension free because Rohan takes care of Asmara very well. He can take care of the house, and whenever I'm in the house, Rohan thinks the same way. So it's only going to work if both of you can do all the things together. Another very big thing that I would like to share with all my ladies and women viewers here is that you are probably working in your own country, and when you come here you think that because of all the difficulties that I shared earlier, it will be better for both of you if you don't work and rather stay at home, because it will save money, because daycares here are expensive. As I told in my previous video, daycares are expensive, and then it's probably going to be difficult to manage the house. If you think that you are permanently going to quit working and that's the way to go for you, and you're enjoying at home and that's the way you want to lead, perfect, nothing wrong in it. But if you decide to quit your job just for now because the things are seeming to be a bit difficult and the daycares here are expensive, and you're thinking that whole of your salary is going to go in the daycare fee and it's not really going to help anyone, then I would tell you that it's not the best decision to take. Because if you're creating that kind of gap in your career, in your profile, when you land here and when you ultimately decide to work, it's going to have a negative impact on your career chart. If you just want to start right away. Look for the right daycare, look for the right facility where your child is taken care of, and just join the job. Doesn't matter if whole of your salary is going into the daycare fee, it is going to grow, you are going to grow, and you are going to get and land up in a better job in the future. So it'll all fall into place. So this was all my experience of working here for the past few months here in Canada, and I hope it really helps you guys. The tip that I again want to give you is that don't be scared of these little difficulties that you're going to face. It's definitely going to seem hard. When I started my sales job here, those were difficult hours, and the time that I really joined in, it was the most busiest part of the month, and I did not get an off for straight 15 days. I got an off, but I chose not to take it. So it was like 15 days I'm working straight. I didn't have any time to see what's going on at home, but I knew that Rohan is taking care of it. So it has to be, those difficulties are going to come. Just embrace it in a very good way. Try to enjoy every moment, whether you're working or whether you're at home. Try to prioritize things in the order of urgency and importance, and schedule your week in advance, and that would make your life pretty much very easy. So let's just wrap up this video on this note. If you like this video, do not forget to like and share it with your friends. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, do hit the subscribe button. Also, do not forget to mention in the comment section how you manage with your kids while both of you are working, and also mention the topics that you want me to make the videos on. Do not forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Right Turn to Canada, and also our Instagram handle, Right Turn to Canada. Until I see you next time, bye-bye and take care.